Hi there, Leos. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl looking at July 3 through July 9. And of course, it's the 4th of July this week, and it's a huge holiday in the US. And it's, a very well known holiday. Born on the 4th of July, of course, was a very famous movie. Tom Cruise was born July 3. There's a lot of celebrities born this week. And speaking of July 4, July 4 is one of those days where there's actually quite a bit of activity happening. Mercury makes its last stand in Cancer, squaring Uranus, which is an indication of unexpected or unwelcome communication. So you may hear from somebody that you really don't want to hear from. Starting off this week, though, if you're not headed in the right direction, Leos, this week is full of opportunities to get back on the right track. The roster includes 2 planets changing signs, a helpful full moon, and aspects to the Sun from Neptune and Jupiter. Venus and Mercury get things going on Tuesday, July 4, when Venus picks up the pace and moves into Gemini, your 11th house of hopes, dreams, wishes, and friendship, and a much better placement for you than Taurus, where it's been for the last couple of weeks. While the goddess of love is in Gemini, we're all going to become a bit more techie and millennial with our texting fingers and our emojis. It's just the way it is. You could also find yourself attracted to somebody that you've always thought was kind of cute or funny or interesting, but have only been in the friend zone. But that could change over the next 6 weeks. Definitely something to explore. And if he or she is a Gemini or an Aries and Aquarius, even more so. Now, July 5, Mercury exits Cancer and settles into self-centered Leo for the next 3 weeks, making it easier to express yourself. So Mercury, the planet of planning, the planet of travel, the planet of communication, is going to be in your sign, all things that you could be working on right now. Wednesday is starting to look like a day when things might spiral out of control, because the Sun makes 2 aspects that can blur the edges of reality. The first is a Sun-Neptune trine that can either stir up the creative and spiritual juices or make you want to curl up and hide under the nearest blanket. The other is a square to over-the-top Jupiter, who makes you think that too much is never enough. On Sunday, July 9, the Sirius Capricorn full moon comes to the rescue, helping to put on the brakes. Although the words lucky and Capricorn are not usually found in the same sentence, this Capricorn full moon's ability to be serious and focus on what is important is just what the doctor ordered to combat Sun Neptune and Sun Jupiter. Now, this full moon is going to be in your 6th house of health and well-being, service to others, and hard work. So have you been looking after yourself health-wise? Have you been dieting, exercising? Have you been watching what you eat? Or have you been lying on the couch eating whatever? This full moon is going to really bring that home over the next 2 weeks. And for some of you, kickstart a whole new eating and living regimen, which is going to be very good for you. So that is all what is happening this week. Next week, we're going to have a much quieter week. A lot happens this week. But just know that with Mercury in your sign, whatever needs to be said will be able to be said, and you'll be able to say it in a way that makes sense and that doesn't come off too harshly, Leos. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.